All right. Check it out. That is the aft cabin. Had to work in there today because it's too cold out. Um, so the last video, you guys remember there was a different floor, and these panels were not in. And when I go down there, you'll see there was another panel that wasn't in. So there's a transition from this parquet floor to plywood. The plywood area, it's gonna get a little carpet down there. It's not gonna get parquet or whatever you call that wood. But I'm gonna come down. Excuse the mess on my bed. But check it out. Now the reason I haven't glassed any of this is that's the porch side wall. There's the window. That's the door to go out. You got a sliding hatch under there. But yeah, this is completed. The bed's over here. Got all my stuff on it. That's gonna get a nice big hatch for storage. So is this. So there you have it. The woodwork is complete as far as framing. I'm not gonna glass anything in permanently yet till I'm in the water. Because if the boat floats a little, if I'm off on the stands, if I'm not perfectly level, when I get in the water, you know, one side may be higher than the other. So as far as everything is cut out and installed, as far as leveling, it's as easy as the frame underneath, bringing it up a little bit or down while it's still screwed and not epoxied or glass. But that's the plan. This is almost a queen size bed on the starboard side. Got my air conditioner. I'm gonna put a outlet over there, an outlet here, and an outlet here. That's a hatch to go into the room, the final compartment of the boat, which is where the oh my god, the steering system is, and the water tanks go. So that hatch is outside, and all that wood's been glass. That bulkhead, not to the boat yet. Again, it's been installed. It has glass on the wood. It's not glassed into the boat permanently. Everything gets glass when I go in the water. The boat still has its structural bulkheads in place, so it's not going to collapse on me. But yeah, there you have it. That's what we did today, Sunday. And then on this side, this wall was missing. Remember, took everything out to insulate, so that's out. Then if I sit on the back of the boat and I look out, that's the closet. Remember, I'm going to make it one big closet. I didn't do that today. We'll do that next time. And then that's the head. And that's the main cabin. There's a mess over there because we're working here. So that piece of plywood still needs to be glassed, painted like that side. But today's work was more of, let me see, zoom out. Okay, so that's going to be the closet, right? I have about 6 inches behind this wall. It's got insulation up against the hull, but there's 6 inches. I may recess some storage in there. Who knows? Shoes, cologne, toiletries. It's going to be storage under this, storage under that. There's storage under the bed. There's no storage under the floor. But yeah, the bedroom, captain's cabin, whatever you want to call this, is almost done. All right. Now, do I glass it all in, ferret, and just paint it white? Or do I do some kind of decorative stuff? Because at the end, everything's going to be painted with resin, both sides, and tabbed in. Everything will be tabbed in, but I'll do that in the water, like I said. But for now, this is the aft cabin. All the framing is done. I'm so happy. So I got time today. I'm going to finish that pulley support. Now that this is clean, because I had a bunch of stuff on here, and that's why I haven't finished that. The weather's cold, so I can't do anything outside. So that's the hatch. This is the aft deck. When I bought the boat, it had a teak that was painted over with some kind of latex paint. And the teak underneath was saturated. The caulking that they used in between the teak was stretched and warped, looked like bacon. That hatch was shot, so I just put this hatch in there. This is actually a hatch off of an old boat that is in the marina here. They were going to junk, so they got it for me. I cut it to size. I'm thinking about just sealing it up, eliminating it all, and just having access in there from here. That way there's less chance of water intrusion. That's an outside shower. But yeah, all this has to be glassed. You can see where all the screw holes were from the teak. So, yeah, let me know what you think. I don't think I've ever showed you guys the aft deck from the aft cabin. But there you have it. That's the plan. Now, we got another idea. Let me know what you guys think. We're thinking about putting a lip all the way around, 3/4 inches down, all the way around. All right? Hear me out. Cutting a piece of plywood to match that size. And if I have company, like my son and his 4 kids and his wife, take that piece of wood, lay it on top, and we can have cushions or whatever, and they can all sleep in my bedroom. That is about 10 feet wide from port wall to starboard wall. And from where the closet and the bathroom, whatever you call it, the head is, to the back is about 8 feet. So 8 by 11, and it'll all be one huge bed. That's just a thought. I don't really need it because this bed usually sleeps my son, his wife, and maybe 2 of the kids, and then 2 of the kids can sleep in the bow or the main cabin. There'll be a pull-out couch. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Should I do it like a false floor and just use that as the top here to make that bigger, just in case sleepover or whatever? Yeah, that's way in the future. Just want to get this boat done enough to get it in the water. I don't even care if it's at the end of the summertime. Reason it's not done is because I can only work on it one day at a time because I work so much. And if the weather's good, if I have help, a lot of variables, but I don't mind. I like the outcome. When I bought the boat originally, this was a built-in desk. There was no hatch there. This was a built-in table. It had 2 drawers here. In one was like a false drawer, and that held 2 batteries and a transformer, not a transformer, inverter. And then this was like just a little tiny desk. The other option I have is doing storage under there, and from this piece of wood up, putting in like a tabletop. So there's still a lot that can be done. And the way I'm doing it, I'm not making it permanent, so I still have options. So let's see what happens. There's the aft cabin. The closet is still not finished. Still got to clean all that up, paint it, hide that. It's gonna be a shelf here, and then this side there's a through hole there. You guys saw me working on that last weekend. So I'm not gonna do anything with this, but the plan was to tear that out and bring it all new up to here. Put one big door here for clothes. So we'll see. We'll see what it ends up looking like, but I am really, really happy with this. This makes my life a lot less stressful. So, yeah. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think. Have a good day.